Hey family, how we doing? It's Girl Lee by Diamond. As you can see the title of it, I wrote it down. Now I'm telling you what I said is, you know, how do I how do I do it? How do I handle when life gives me a lemon? And I should have wrote it down, but I didn't write it down. You know, I am 57 years old, and life at time has not been easy for me. Let me back this up. Hey, you guys. You know what has got me through a lot of things in my life is my relationship with God. My relationship with God has got me through so much in my life. And a lot of times we say, you hear the expression, life gives you lemon, make lemonade. So I told me that years ago, and I was like, yeah, that's true. When you're going through something, you really don't want to hear that. When you're going through something and life is hard, or something has happened in your life, you don't want to think about making lemonade. You're in that place because if you think about lemon, when I think about lemon, you got lemon, when lemon is not sweet, it has a taste to it. I like my water, but some lemon can have that taste in your mouth. It has a residue. It's like, it's kind of iffish type of thing. So what I want to share with everybody today is some water. I'm trying to drink some water, really. I live in California, and many people know today that California Day, we had an earthquake. This was like a 7.0. They had a tsunami warning and everything. And then I was gonna put that title on my video, but I didn't. I know a lot of people use that title right now. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to go there. And there's a reason I didn't want to put that title in there. I think people are so afraid right now. And when I'm saying afraid, people are so afraid of what's going on in this world right now. A lot is happening in this world. Like lots of what's going on. A lot is happening in this world right now. You got different part of the countries. We have the war going on. You have people starving. You have so much going on in this world. Killing, people losing loved ones. You got a lot of things going on in this world. And probably whoever's watching this video right now, when you tune in, you probably have a lot of things going on in your life too. And life has not probably been like fair to you. Life has probably sucked. And you're like, how do you handle that? How do you handle bad times? And the question is, how do you handle bad times? And why would God allow us to go through bad times? You know, um, I can say from my experience, I don't have the answer for you. I went through some things in my life where hardship, not having enough money in the bank, not having money to buy groceries, something like that. I was around in 1989 when California had its earthquake back in 1989. I was around. I was really young at the time. And how did I handle that? I was really young. I was probably like 19 years old. So, actually, no, take that back. I was probably about like 24, 23 or 24 years old. And I didn't handle too good. I was like, I was afraid. The girl was not doing good, not doing good. But that's how, when something happens in life, fear step in. Fear is the number one thing that step in, and it takes control of you if you allow it. If you allow fear to step in, it step in and it takes a hold of you, and you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I'm learning because I'm 57 years old now. I'm learning. I'm not gonna allow spirit of fear to control me, manipulate me. I've walked with fear my whole life. I had fear growing up, and I don't want that to be a part of my life anymore. So my my secret is Jesus. He's what got me through every one of my life. He's like the best friend I've ever had. And I'm not here to preach to you. But this Bible, this is what I I live by this thing. Um, so how do I handle when life gives me a lemon? My faith in God. I love making people laugh. I love watching my videos, drama wifey. I love making people laugh. I'm a comedian and I'm not like on stage, making people laugh. But I go to YouTube and that's where I just the comedian me comes out. And it helps so much because it's like I don't think about okay, how much food do I have in the refrigerator at that moment? You know, um, gosh, is my body hurting me? Am I in pain? I'm just thinking about you guys, making you guys laugh. And I thank you for my subscribers, people who subscribe to my channel. You're constantly, like, oh my tongue. It constantly on my mind, it constantly on my heart. When I started this YouTube channel, I think I started back in, I don't know how many years it was I started my YouTube channel. And I had no idea what I was doing. And to be honest with you, I still don't have no idea what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. I have an idea, but it's not my YouTube channel is not where I want it to be. I think where God wants to be. But I'm taking it day by day by day. And if anybody watched this YouTube channel and you subscribe to my channel, thank you if you haven't. I and you love the video, subscribe. And if you're thinking about doing a YouTube channel and life hits you with a bunch of stuff and headaches or just stuff's going on in your life and you feel like giving up, I'm here to encourage you. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's so easy to give up. I'm telling you, people, it's so easy to give up because the minute you give up on your hopes, you give up on your dreams, and you are no longer, you kind of die inside. You die inside. But by not giving up, you're saying, I'm going to give life a chance again. And I'm here to tell you, hi, thank you for joining. I'm here to tell you, do not give up. It's like when I saw the news today, all about the earthquake and the tsunami, fear hit me so hard. Fear hit me real hard. But at the end of the day, I told myself I can't allow fear to take control of my life. That's why I say on my channel a lot, don't give up. You have a beautiful story, a testimony. Your life alone is a gift. Whoever's watching this, you have a gift. By just watching this right now, it says if you watch this whole video to the end, I know you got blessed. And it's not being boasted, it's just saying because you're searching for something. And I think everybody in this world was searching for something. We're searching for something bigger than us. And half the time we don't know what we're looking for. And the answer is God. The answer is God. Sometimes, I know for myself, like today, when everything was going on and I told my husband what's happening and they had to confirm me in the morning and then it was canceled. Even after all that, I found myself, I was hungry. I made lunch for my husband. I found myself eating, eating, eating. And what I was doing, I wasn't trusting God. I was worrying. I was worrying and that's how I handle stuff. But that's like the only that. And I don't want to go back to the only that. I want to go forward to my journey and say, you know what, okay, this is how I felt at this moment. It doesn't mean I have to stay there. Fear, I tell you people, fear is a killer. When you let fear come into your life, it takes from you. It don't give you anything, it takes from you. So I want to share some stories with you, with the family of how do I handle life when you like me lemons and stuff like that. What do I do and how do I handle it? This is one story I want to share. I have my husband, we're a blended family. Oh my glass back on. It kind of glares when I put this on. I feel like it's glaring in the video, but I'm just gonna go for it. Um, Me and my husband, we're a blended family. We are a family of 7 or 8. I leave try like 8 of us. You know, four. Let's see, said nine, 8 or 9. We're just say we're a big family. We're a big family, and I thank God for that. Before I met my husband, and I had my first son, my oldest son. Little story, little background. I was going through a lot. I was going through a lot. I was married to my son's father, my husband. And when I mean when life gives you lemon, make a lemonade, oh my goodness. I should title is different, but this is fine. When my oldest son was born, I carried him to when I was 7 months pregnant, and he weighed 2 pounds 2 ounces. I was rushed from I was rushed from a hospital in the town, from the Tibet hospital in the area I used to live at and stuff, to UC San Francisco. I was rushed there because hospital that didn't have the ability, didn't have the NICU to put him in. So when they rushed me, I was in this little jet plane, and I forgot what jet plane they put me in. And my ex-husband could come in, and I put me on a jet plane, and I forgot it. I had the paramedic and the lady and the guy were there with me, and they said, "Don't push." They give me, "Don't push," and I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay," but I was like, I felt the need to push. They give to me, "Do not push." So anyway, try not to make this a long video, but it probably gonna be a long one anyway. Long story short, they rushed me to UC San Francisco. When I got there, okay, let's back up a little bit. Look back a little bit because it's a good story. Okay, it's a good story. When I was in the airplane, I felt in my heart, my spirit, like God had angels with me, and I compare this. I have, you heard people had experience when they have angels or saw angels. Well, long story short, I felt them whisper in my ear, and it was like, "You got two angels, one on the side of the wing and the side of the wing." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm like comparing things, whatever." So, long story short, I just had this sense that angels was around me when I was in a plane, in a jet plane with my son. I was pregnant with my oldest son. And we got there. Oh God, it seemed like forever. When you're pregnant, and you time to give birth, it seems forever. When they took me to UC San Francisco, the ambulance shuttle over there. They drove me straight to UC San Francisco. They got me in a room. It was two doctors, not for the doctors. And they said, okay, they positioned me. They said, okay, then you notice your first time. It wasn't how I had a lot of miscarriage in the past. And they said, when we say push, push, I was getting to push and I felt something. And they said to me, honey, don't panic. And I'm looking at the doctor like, what? And the doctor was white. So he was a white doctor, no, he says, but he turned red, okay? The man turned red. And long story short, he said, we have a situation. The umbilical cord is out and the baby is still in there. And my chest was like on fire. My chest was like on fire. And I'm like, what? And I looked at the doctor and I said, you do everything you can and you save my son's. I know it's a boy to me. I said, you do everything you can and you save this baby's life. And he looked at me and said, honey, no, we're going to save your life and the baby's life. And all of a sudden, I look on this side, on the right hand side, where in a room where they give birth, but just like the ICU was like a kind of like an ICU area, whatever it's called. But it was like I saw this red light going off, and I knew it wasn't good. And all I heard was steps, little these steps going. And when like 10 to 12 people came in that room, and they were like, they had the stuff on, they had like this, and like was waiting for the baby to come. I'm like, what? What's something going on? I don't know about? Well, they knocked me out. The guy told me, he says, count to 100. And when 100, I was knocked out. When I woke up, I was in ICU, I think, in intensive care. And this lady, she was big lady, she looked at me, she says, honey, wake up. And I go, huh? She says, it's time to get up. And I was like, she said, you scared us, you need to get up. I'm like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. She said, no, then we're going to sleep. I guess I had a situation I want to make up too good or whatever. But I'll share this story from that. I think the story's going to touch someone's life. Anyway, when I woke up, I found out I had my son. He weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. He's a healthy young man to this day. He weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. And I couldn't go see my weight because I had a C-section, so I was not in this area. I had a C-section. I'm not gonna show you guys, no. But it was my C-section like right here. So anyway, I was not in condition to go see him. And I think I had to wait a couple hours and I was like, I'm a fighter. And I was just like, you can't. I said, I got a wheelchair. It's got me a wheelchair. Got a wheelchair. And I went to go see him and just touch him a little bit and prayed over him. And I don't know who needs to hear this story. Someone out there's gonna watch this video. Maybe go through the same thing. See, back then, life gave me lemonade. It's how could life give me lemonade? You had me for child. Life gave me lemonade because I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think my son was gonna make it. I didn't see that when I got pregnant with my first son, that I didn't see that happen. I thought I was gonna be having full term. And that happened. And as the we stayed in the hospital for 3 months. My son stayed in the UC hospital for 3 months. And those 3 months was hard for me. It was hard. At times I didn't know what I was gonna do. God opened the door for me to go see my son. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. And when I mean life give you lemonade, you hear people say make lemonade out of it. It's not always easy. And the reason I'm sharing this story, this is my testimony. When wow, I'm trying to see you guys. But when I, see my son in the hospital, and I guess he weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. The next day I found out he had had emergency surgery because he had like a duct valve, and they had to do surgery on him when he weighed 2 pounds. Remember now, he weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. The next day he went to 1 pound, 1 ounce. But remind you, I was in the hospital. And I think within like 5 days, they discharged me. Imagine a doctor coming and telling you, your son, your baby made it. He's in the ICU, which is intensive care. And they have to stay there until he's able to breathe on his own. So from that, as a new mom, I couldn't take my baby home with me. And I was told that they had a program called Ron McDonald House. I might do this video over again and shout out to Ron McDonald House because they just I'm doing this video again because I think people need to know about the Ron McDonald Home. If you don't know much about that place, if you think sometime about should you support them, yes, yes. So many hospitals, homes do a lot for people, and they don't get the kudos. People think, oh, they just want money. No, I stayed at a Ron McDonald Home, and they took good care of me. But back to what I was saying, and this might be a little long video, but I feel like someone out here needs to hear it. How I handle life giving lemonades, how you handle that. So long story short, yeah, this is like back in the days for me. Um, it's emotional for me to share the story. You know, I'm being transparent and being real with my YouTuber family. Drink water. This is live. I really I prayed about doing this video before I did it and everything, and I have no regrets. If one person watched this video, then you know I'm blessed. So when I was towards time, I was ready to go home and everything. It was hard for me. It was hard, and I was preparing to go home, and I had to go. I want to go see my baby before I left, and it was the most emotional thing I had ever went through in my life before. Very emotional, but God, and I give God the praise and the glory because He helped me to get through that situation so much. And wow, this is I never make this video like this. Um, Seeing my son in the incubator was hard to see him with the tubes, all the stuff around his mouth and stuff. And when I mean he weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces, I wish I could have something to show you. My son was like this. See, that was no joke. I think it was like 21 inches long, but he was like, if if I put him in my palm of my hand, he barely fit. He was like barely in my palm of my hand. He was that tiny, and it was his. I shout out to doctors who take care of premature babies in the hospital. I should they do a lot, but this is not about. This is to share with you. When life gives you lemon, when you're hitting in a hard spot and you feel like how you gonna do it. I want to share with you. God got your back. Anyway, and I'm gonna do this video again. I'm gonna title something different, but it's called "Don't Give Up." Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. But wow, this is really this is healing for me too. When I saw my son, I was like, wow, it's so beautiful, beautiful baby. And 2 pounds, 2 ounces. He weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. So I came back from UC San Francisco over the bridge and everything without my baby, and that was hard. That was really hard to not happen. And they had this number you can call. You can call anytime. But they had me sign up for this program that says we have this program called Ronald McDonald Home, and you can be on the wait list. Now let me tell you about how God is so good. They said the waiting list was at least about no braces, okay? Anywhere from 800 to 900 people, okay? That's what the waiting list was. I put my name on the waiting list, went home and prayed. And then remember now I had stitches. So I went home and I prayed, got my knees. I said, God, if you want me in San Francisco with my baby, you want me there, I need you at the door. And I prayed, I got on my knees. I prayed that Friday. I prayed Friday, and I got a phone call the next morning. This is Yvette. And I said, yeah. They called me my last name when I was with my ex-husband. And I said, yes. We don't know how. We cannot explain it. But you were on, for example, 989 on the list. And now you are number one. Would you like to? We have room for you to Ronald McDonald Home. We need you to come and sign in. And I'm going, yeah, I'll take it. Of course I will. So I long story short, my church family I had my church family I was going to. I had a church I was going to, like when I got married, when I ran, and another church family. So I had like a big community family, and people were praying for us, praying, 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 praying. And let me tell you, when life gives you lemon, big lemonade, God opened a door for me that seemed impossible. Seemed so impossible. I prayed for food in the refrigerator. I prayed for stuff that I have to share that part, but I prayed and prayed and prayed. When I got there, I had a nice room. I had to share a bathroom with somebody. The Ron McDonald home was talking about. I felt like a rich lady. I felt like a rich lady. I felt no. I felt so blessed. I felt so blessed. Now I'm blessed. And God took care of me. Even when life gave me a lemon. You hear me? A lemon. When I feel like everything was just a hot mess in my life. What I'm trying to say, when life hits you with things that you cannot change, go to God. Praise Him. Even when it seems like everything's impossible. And that's what I did. I went to God and I prayed Him and I talked to Him. And even when I was afraid, I was angry, I went to Him regardless. And He came through for me. And I don't know what you're facing at this moment, but know this, He'll come through for you. So, long story short, and I'm trying to make the video not too long, my son now is 30 years old. He's healthy young man. And I don't know who needs to hear this story, but when life gives you lemonade, don't give up. When life hits you with problems, don't give up. You might be facing eviction notice. You might be facing your car problems. You might have a problem with your children. You might have relationship problems. I'm here to tell you, don't give up. Do not give up. Because when you give up, you never know right at that moment, that's when a breakthrough is about to happen. And I know I'm not gonna I don't regret making this video. And I know who you are, but don't give up. And that's what I gotta say. Be blessed. Take care. And don't give up.